Ladies and gentlemen, your hero is back with more of that stellar content I know you love. Shall we get back to business? Alrighty. So. I may have forgotten to pick these up. Last time we played this. Okay, I could say I'm going to do this later, but I'd be lying. So we're just going to do it now. It was a waste of fucking seeds. This is what I get. Nothing says fun like wasted money on a cash crop. This is probably why we shouldn't play Stardew Valley. Oh, take it from the top. Don't worry, boys and girls. You haven't missed too much the last couple days. We did get back into doing some stuff in Destiny 2. Because it looks like we're going to be trying to pick up the raids again. I don't know how well that's going to go, but I have 100% faith that we will succeed. Red, gold, blue, red, gold, blue. I'm saying I'm hoping tomorrow I can figure out some more stuff regarding the work situation, but for now we've been able to enjoy the weekend. Yeah, this is what I played Nier for. Okay. Anyway, let's go beat up some robots. A majority of the shit that I need right now is all mechanical parts. So that's exactly what we're gonna go deal with.
Help! Help!
What's wrong?
There's this huge shade near the bridge in the northern plains. The damn thing nearly killed my wife and daughter.
I'm on it.
It appears and disappears like the wind.
Well, okay then.
I need
Okay, so shit's still spawning in terms of side quests. Let me see if Devola knows anything. She does.
Everything all right, ma'am?
No. My son has come down with a strange illness. He's been ill for a week, and no matter what I do, it just seems to get worse.
That's not good. Any idea what's causing it?
No. He went out to play with the other children like he usually does, and when he came home, he was sick.
Something must have happened to him out there. I'll see what I can figure out.
You will?
Of course.
Meddlesome as always, I see. Shall we begin by questioning the children?
We shall.
Sounds like a plan to me.
I suppose all children are precious to their own parents.
Yeah.
But if the cause of the illness is a mystery, then we have little way to search for a cure.
Well, you're smart. Come up with something.
Perhaps we should speak with the local children.
Why would kids know when the adults don't?
Even the oldest adult in the world is but a child to my eyes.
How did it come to this? My life is over, I tell ya. Over!
Did this guy piss off his wife again?
I sense another inane and time-consuming request coming on. Best to just walk away while you still can, lad.
Easy, Vice. Hey there. What's going on?
Whoa, friend. Whoa is what's going on. So I ended up having to work on me and my honey bun's wedding anniversary, right? And since we couldn't celebrate the occasion together, things got a little, heated. I want to make it right and get back in her good books, but I'm a little in over my head.
It'll take a hell of a present to make up for a missed wedding anniversary.
I thought the same thing, so I asked my sweet dumpling if there's anything she wants. And she told me, I want that thing you promised me back when we were newlyweds.
That thing?
Exactly! The problem is, I can't for the life of me remember what it was. Can you believe I forgot? I am just the worst. So, you have any idea what my wife might want? Come on, you gotta help me out here.
Obviously the bag.
Well, you guys carry matching red bags, right?
Red? Aha! That's it! We got married after learning we had a shared love of all things crimson, so she'll definitely want something red.
I remain skeptical this will lead us to something his wife truly desires.
We're so close, I can taste it. Let's see, red. Yeah, I got nothing here. What do you think I should give her?
Flowers? Everyone loves a good flower.
Yeah, I don't feel like I've seen my wife giving two hoots about flowers, like, ever.
Well, girls like sweet things, right?
What, like apples? Yeah, she loves apples, but problem is she already eats them all the time.
Okay, so maybe a natural ladies' man I'm not.
How about a fancy jewel?
Yeah, I guess she might have mentioned wanting something like that a long time ago. Ugh, this is getting us nowhere.
Can you believe she actually married this lad?
You know what? Fine. I'll just get her apples, a red jewel, and some red flowers, and call it a day. Should be easy enough for me to get the apples and flowers squared away in Seafront, but I'll probably need your help finding a red jewel. So, what do you say? Help out a pal for old time's sake?
How could I say no when you look at us with those puppy dog eyes? Sure, we'll track you down a jewel.
Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you! Once you found it, just...
This guy's a fucking idiot.
A
This
red
is-
jewel, is it? The Strange Things store might deal in such articles.
Let's go check it out.
The forest totally cursed him. That's why he's sick.
Oh, the dream place. We're gonna go there at some point anyway. I did the robots first because I need so much, like, memory shit.
Some kids like to play in the northern forest. We're not supposed to know, but everybody does.
Water and food have been getting more and more expensive. I heard there's a scary curse on all the forests in the world.
It appears something happened to the child when he entered the northern woods.
You think there's actually a forest curse?
I will withhold judgment on such things. For now, we should visit the place and see for ourselves.
All right, to the Forest of Myth then.
Okay, that one's relatively straightforward. And someone else needs something. Let's see who our mystery client
Hey
is.
there. Mind hearing me out for a minute?
God damn it.
What's up?
I asked the bag-carrying ferryman over at the wharf to help me restock the old hooch supply, but I don't know. He seems kind of down lately. If something's troubling him, it'd mean a lot to me if you could help him out.
The ferryman with the bag, huh?
Which job should I give you first? A postman wants you to get rid of some shades. I wrote down the client's look.
Fuck. Okay, so postman.
Which job should I give you? Apparently the manor's butler has... I wrote down the...
Okay, that one's relatively straightforward.
Oh. Which job should I... Hey, there's a scholar in sea...
Okay, we're going to Seafront. God damn it. It can never just be a simple job. I know I've said it before, I'll say it again. Every time it's go find 10 rocks, catch 15 fish, go suck 17 dicks. But hey, we're helping people out, and isn't that what's important at the end of the day? What the fuck? That's not good.
Die, little bastards! Calm yourself. Haste will only lead you to making an ill-timed mistake. An unstable heart is the worst armor one can have.
No time for that, Vice. Gotta get to Yona.
I'm gonna say, get too into your murder, you're gonna end up like Kaim. Let me check my spells. Dark Phantasm is good when there's a bunch of weak mooks. You know what, let me see how strong I could get this hand. God, these are some tanky sons of bitches. And because they're covered by armor, the sun doesn't hurt them. Let's see, 1-4. They were 350 apiece. It's 760. I'm trying to do the math. Yeah, 350. I mean, like, I can still beat the piss out of them either way. I'm just glad I'm finally not beating a ton of mooks up that, take all of 2 seconds for me to wipe. There we go. We all have ways of communicating with people. And, face-to-face is usually the best one. Say it's not. Yeah, it's not overcast. Those are some pretty bold shades. They were not kidding. Get them all nice and together. Okay, you know, I can only get a few. Oh god, that came out quick. I gotta watch that. Yeah, the Shades getting armored definitely throws a wrench in things, because these are some tanky motherfuckers. That'll do it. Alright, let's go see what Fancy Pants want. Also, while I'm at it, we could buff up Dark Blast. Guard resistance and magic defense. Not Hodil. What I want is just a straight boost to physical strength. However, unfortunately, I can't stack these to like a serious degree. XP rate is also something I do not have. So I want Bazal and Konira. Yeah, that'll do it. And I was able to loot a decent amount of spiders while they were still an option. So I was able to get the mileage out of that we needed.
Master Emile, terribly sorry to disturb you, but I fear we have a situation.
What is it, Sebastian?
I was attempting to tidy up the study earlier, only to find that it has been occupied by a shade.
Shades really seem to love this place, huh? I take it you want us to kill the thing?
That may not be necessary, sir. It's not causing any trouble. It is simply sitting in the study.
It didn't attack you?
It did not, sir.
Well, I don't care if it's wearing a tuxedo and drinking a cocktail. If it's a shade, I'm gonna kill it.
Whatever you think best.
Yeah, Emil will just periodically heal me while we're wandering around. That's nice. I don't even have to prompt him to do it. Albeit, the medicinal herbs are so well stocked everywhere that, like, it's totally fine. Now we want the study. Also, did I have... I remember there being a place that required older books. I need a shit ton of iron ore. Which I'm hoping I could get from beating the piss out of people. Okay, there's nothing else I need here, it's just the study. Unfortunately, there's no longer a reason for him to really be writing letters, because there's no one to write letters to. I do like the little reference to a chord here, though.
This must be the friendly shade. Still, a shade is a shade. Let's get rid of it.
Who told you could live in my home? I'll crush you like a bug. Please be careful.
This is a rather tough nut to crack.
Oh, I'll crack it one way or the other.
Oh, she is really going to town on his ass. And this is a good time to actually see Kaine's attack animations. If it isn't the CEO of Based, we meet again. Yeah, I'm gonna be here a while. This is an odd one. I mean, we're hurting him. So, you know, there's that. This is taking a turn for the strange. Okay, there we go. We got him.
We killed that shade in the study. It was pretty tough.
Excellently done, sir. And now I must insist that you take this payment. Where do all the shades in this manor come from, anyway?
That's a good question, man. How's the egg prices there? They've gone up significantly over the last couple years.
What was a shade doing in there in the first place?
I wondered that myself. Surely that creature lacks the intelligence to read books, yet I cannot imagine what else it hoped to accomplish there.
Yeah, that was odd. If I go back in, will it have respawned? Okay, it did.
Welcome back, Master Emile.
Hello, Sebastian. I'm glad you're doing well.
Is something the matter, Butler?
I am searching, sir, for a way to restore Master Emile's body to its previous state.
Oh, Sebastian.
Regrettably, the above-ground archives are somewhat limited. According to my information, the records related to Master Emile are stored on the second basement floor. Things would be easier if I could delve into the manor's underground research facilities, but what with all the creatures there...
You want us to go down there and take out some shades?
Oh, no. I can't let you do that for me.
Emile, cut it out. We're friends. This is what friends do.
Oh, that's sweet.
Please do.
Alrighty, let's go beat the shit out of some shades. But yeah, egg prices have gone up. There's been a suspiciously large amount of places that have been going up in flames that are, like, essentially tied to commerce. Like, really suspicious. Like, a lot of the self-sufficient farms around the US have just been, like, going up with, like, random incident after random incident. Oh, hey, the portraits are fine now. Yeah, like, we're already in the middle of, like, a recession, so... Not super jazzed. Oh, I never did check out what was going on over here. Oh, this is the blood fountain. And the memories are coming back. But yes, I am incredibly suspicious. It just seems a bit too convenient. Because remember, if people are poor, they don't really have time to... The flower wasn't in any of Devilla's books, so she said I can name it whatever I want. The dingus flower. Showtime. One of the best ways to keep a population suppressed is to keep it tired and poor. That's all I really have to say on the matter. Oh, these are just some generic moves. Hey, we finally got a map. How did I miss that the first time? Pushing the new COVID. The bird flu in humans. Dude, at this point, I don't give a fuck if it kills me. I'm just, like... I didn't take the what is it? Like, for COVID, I never took the vax the first time around. And everyone gave me tons of shit for it. They're just like, oh my god, you're the Antichrist or some shit. I'm like, dude, it's a fucking vax. It's fine. Just like, if it kills me, it kills me. I'm not all that bothered about it. I'm gonna say, I remember they were trying to, like, paint people who didn't really trust the medicine companies as, like, what was it, anti-vaxxers. That was a fun time. They're just like, oh, they're just paranoid anti-vaxxers, yada yada. And I'm just sitting there like, dude, you, like, the government has a proven history of not being trustworthy, so I'm not just making shit up. Like, I'm still vaxxed for, like, influenza and all that other shit. I just don't trust this one. It's okay. Once remember, I'm a recluse. I'm not at risk. If anything, I have probably more justification than anybody to not take it. It's the same thing with this bird flu. Like, this could be the deadliest flu in existence, but I leave my house maybe, like, once every month. And I work from home. Like, what's gonna get me? There we go. And now we got this new super flu, which... I know, I just still remember the treatment that everyone went through during the initial phases of COVID and the way it was handled by a lot of the public institutions, which kind of Like, that was the main reason I didn't take it, because I'm like, damn, these guys sure enjoy talking down to me and treating me like I'm a fucking idiot, so... maybe that's not the best way to convince someone to do something, is by shitting all over them. Because they really clutch their pearls. X, I fucked up everybody. Yeah. And to say, if everyone else is so gung-ho to detest it, then, like, by all means, go nuts. You know, I work from home. I don't give a shit. Not to mention, all the people who are, like, telling me to get it were usually insulting me. So I'm like, you know what? If only out of spite, I'm not doing it. Like, I'm not gonna get treated like this. I'm gonna say, I wasn't aware of the situation in Japan, though. That's interesting to hear. I wasn't aware they were doing anything regarding that. Because I've heard, like, interesting... this is all, like, just reports. Because the thing is, like, the government and the media doesn't want to talk about... Is this it?
What's this? It appears to be a list of names and addresses. The text is half faded, but I see one woman used to live in a coastal town.
A coastal town?
The woman is most likely dead by now.
Ah.
Maybe we'll learn something about Emil over in Seafront.
Okay, off to Seafront we go. I'm gonna say, how's that new dye job you were talking about coming along, Seahorse? Okay, let's go. Well, we're going to Seafront anyway, so... yeah, I wasn't aware about the Japan situation. That's interesting. I need logs, of all things.
Their armor's too strong. They seem to have developed some manner of bodily protection. It seems these creatures, too, follow the prescripts of evolution.
Then I'll just have to overpower them.
Yeah, that'll do it. Well, I'm glad to hear you liking the new style. Goddamn, I am fucking these guys up. And I can still hit them with the finisher even when they're fully armored, as long as I can knock them down. So I'm going to do that more often. They're still not worth, like, a massive amount of XP, but I have a feeling leveling up in this game isn't too important. I think I said he'd come home for my birthday, but I want to celebrate his birthday once in a while. Aww.
The paper mentions a house right above the entrance to a coastal town.
Right above an entrance. That would imply probably that upper section, if anything. So we got to get to the top of that building. But yeah, this bird flu shit, I don't know. It depends on how they treat it, but I don't feel like I'm too wild for being rightfully paranoid.
Hey, mind if I ask you something?
Not at all.
Did anyone in your family ever do weapon research?
Yeah, actually, I think one of my older relatives used to do something like that. Why are you asking me this?
I'm looking into some of her research.
Oh, man. Maybe? I don't know. If you hold on, I'll go take a look.
I may have completely forgotten that it was Father's Day yesterday.
Sorry about that. This is all I could find.
It's a letter. How curious. It is written in a language I do not recognize.
Yeah, we never could figure out what this was about, but it was important, whatever it was.
It might be some kind of code that we can decipher back at the lab.
Go ahead. We've just been keeping it around because we don't know what else to do with it.
Let's go back and show this to the butler.
Yeah, I forgot until like 3 p.m. and then I called my dad and I was like, hey, and, you know, made conversation.
Hey, buddy. You know a place called the Lost Shrine?
Yeah, I know it.
Listen, I'm what's called a botanist. Anyway, this Lost Shrine place supposedly contains a very rare tree. What do you think? Come on, buddy. It's just one little piece of root.
I'll do it. You have to stop calling me buddy.
Well, we love being buddies. And then there's the fisherman's dickhead over there. Yeah, it wasn't until I got a random text from somebody saying, you do realize today's Father's Day, right? I'm like, shit. So that was a fun conversation.
Hey, did you hear the news?
What is it?
There's a giant shade in the southern plains, and they say it likes to eat postmen.
Really? I've never heard of shades eating people.
Yeah, well, people say the bodies look like they've been torn apart and chewed on. We're all too scared to deliver the mail with that thing around.
The shades are becoming more of a threat than ever before.
All right, I'll see what I can find.
God, how many of these things do I have to kill? Is there like a limited amount of shades, or do they just spawn out of fucking thin air? But how are you on this beautiful evening, Jade? The sun is shining, the wind is blowing, and once again, we are here.
Here's your stuff.
Much appreciated. Here's some gold. I'll let you know as soon as I need my floor swept or a toilet cleaned.
Well, he's all smiles. Okay, so the shades are unlimited. As long as something dies, I guess there's going to be a shade in some capacity. Well, I remember what happened to Kaine, which assumes that living people are turned into shades via the Black Scrawl. Let's see if, Oh. There's a thing here.
We'll need 10 broken lens.
Oh yeah, fix the lighthouse. We're gonna need all that shit from the, junk heap. Also, hello, Tristan. For, redacted. Thank you. Cheers. Yeah, I've been enjoying the game so far, still going through all the third-party media, because there is just so much to read. Oh, hey, it's overcast. Which means that big bad is probably around here somewhere.
Impossible. Who knew the shades had grown so large?
Oh, boy.
And this close to a human settlement, no less.
They probably ran out of stuff to eat up on the mountain.
Kaine, keep your guard up! I'm gonna make sushi out of this shitbag!
Such frightening enthusiasm.
Okay, as long as I crack most of his armor, we're good. But we got him right where we want him. Oh, shit. All he does is just keep unga-bungaing on the fucking ground. There we go. This guy's fucking done. MP recovery rate, weapons, magic, drain HP.
We've avenged the postman.
Well, I'd call that a win. And we got a complex machine. No idea what it is, just that it's a machine. That's how I like my loot, nice and generic. I mean, here's really even more I should be trying to do. Yeah, I admit I didn't like. I knew there was Nier Gestalt or whatever the fuck, but that was about all I knew originally of the series until I later learned about like Drakengard and all that shit. And now I finally can sit down and do all of it.
Oh, yeah?
It begins with Dearest Emile, and then... Why, this appears to be a message for you, Master Emile.
A letter, is it?
To me?
Dearest Emile, you do not know me, but I know you. My research has twisted your life in unfathomable ways. I tried to make up for this by serving as your mother. But I know now that my efforts fell woefully short. I would have done anything to save you from this fate. And you will never know how guilty I feel that I could not.
I remember her now. Hundreds of years ago, there was a woman who watched over me and my sister. The other scientists treated us like lab rats. But that woman, she was really nice. I think she kind of made me what I am today.
Your mother, huh?
You know, I didn't find a way to fix my body. But I don't care anymore. This letter helps me remember my mother. And that means more to me than anything.
I swear I will...
Oh, that's sweet. Hopefully Emil will be all smiles now. I was not prepared. I'm gonna go back in to try and talk to the butler again to see if there's any more quests, but I want to see if there's any dialogue we get from running around for a minute. You little troglodytes. They even have little goofy-ass hats. That's interesting. Yeah, wasn't there an issue with a lot of the reviewers that actually did that as well, where they got, like, in the game, they're like, okay, that's it, that's the game. Kind of like how people who are reviewing DMC5, where the music responds to how well you're doing in combat, the guy basically just was like, the music's only a little one note, it never picks up, I don't know what people are talking about, and they're like, that means you're bad. And the dude just got absolutely lambasted online. God, that was fucking funny. Okay, now that I know how to do the finisher mid-combat, God, that's so much easier. I was like, do you want to keep going? You're like, the fuck? God, now that everyone knows it's not nearly as cool, but Nier Automata being as, like, popular as it was, I just think is funny as shit, because it introduced, like, a whole generation to, like, this series that has already existed and has always been fucking wild. Because, like, even reading the short stories and all that shit and the novellas, I'm like, this series has never not been an absolute, like, just fuck of an adventure. I say adventure, but adventures are usually fun. This has just been miserable. Yeah, I agree wholeheartedly on that, Jade. I just think it's funny the reviewers dropping the ball on that and then pretending like, oh, you know, I totally was excellent at this game. Everyone's just immediately like, yeah, bullshit. It's like the Cuphead tutorial where the dude didn't know how to fucking jump and dash at the same time. Well, I mean, if you have a good enough good enough PC, you could always emulate it. That, and so far the remaster is very competent. I could run this at like damn near 60 FPS. I get massive frame drops when I try casting, though. Like, whenever I do this, like, that's... I don't know why that slows down as much as it does. Okay, I'm gonna have to go to the Strange Things store and pick up some strange things. It's fine if you just speed. Nier Automata is not a hard game. It's only gotten easier over the years, so I don't think you should have too much trouble. The only place I haven't tried fishing yet for this royal fish thing, because I've gone to the sandfish. I know there's no royal fish in Seafront. Oh, and now the gates are permanently closed because of the shades. Nice touch. Yeah, I've yet to try fishing in here. Because I've tried the Northern Road, Seafront itself, and a bunch of other places. God, we fucked up that boar. I'd say I feel bad for the guy, but, no. Yeah, there's another river here, and it doesn't say what kind of fish, so I'm assuming it is a river fish. What, this game or fishing specifically? Okay, let's go down the list.
Beaten that old fisherman yet?
One wonders how talented a fisherman he actually is.
You saw that chip on his shoulder. He must be amazing.
Have you actually seen him in action?
No.
Well, off to fishing then.
Yep.
Here we are. Back on the grind. Okay, let's try earthworms. Oh, this is new. This is either A, a rusted clump, or B, this is the fish in question. I only need 3. Come to daddy. Almost there. We got him. Okay, royal fish it is. We're cooking. You've already seen. Yeah. Fucking. Well, I wouldn't necessarily call. I wouldn't call Dingus here a trap. I'd just say he's kind of. He's a twink. Shit, this one's giving me a hard time. Right, the sweet spot for this guy is Mason gets 5 buckets in a row again. Don't jinx it. Don't want to get hoodwinked. We're cooking. And games don't make sense, aren't discoverable, block interesting stuff. Yeah, well, the Nier series is such a... The Nier, like, Drakengard series is such a clusterfuck in regards to how everything is handled. Because, like, a good chunk of the story, especially for Drakengard, is completely outside of the game. That's why going through Accord's library has been such an interesting experience, because there's all these stories in the timeline that don't get told in the game but are totally fucking canon, and are later referenced or built upon, like, via the game itself. Like, in Drakengard 3, they make multiple references to the lords, and, like, they name a few if you listen to the soldiers, and you only really get to see that lord in action reading the manga. Because I was reading, like, what was it? It was called Udahime 5, of, like, the younger years of the intoners for Drakengard 3, and that's when you encounter just one of the most sadistic lords ever. Give me a sec. We got him. That fishing angle is doing my face. It makes it look like he's wearing a maid outfit. Well, it's just white pants. Yeah, I mean, okay, to be fair, he is wearing thigh highs, but are they heels? Okay, yeah, at least he's not wearing high heels. That's not what I mean, and you know it. Yeah, I have no idea what you're referring to then, Tristan. You're starting to lose me. I'm not doing any of those things. Well, I mean, the media's there, so if you want to, like, dig deeper, like, it is an option. And they are good reads. Like, they're not just good reads because they're part of the universe, like, they're written well. Nah, the Drakengard series has definitely left an impression on me. Mostly just due to how unique of a story it's been. I'll have to read the Cliff Notes. They might be out there. I don't know if there's Cliff Notes for it. God, I remember when they used to ban, like, Spark Notes in schools. Because they were always bitching about people using them, and I'm just sitting here like, yeah, that's because this sucks. You do what you gotta do to get by sometime. Fun fact, thigh high heels used to be a fashion statement for men. Yeah, it's interesting seeing fashion change over the years. All the goofy-ass outfits of Europe. I suppose that's where they got the "is he gay or European" phrase. But yeah, I'm not sure what you're referring to when you're talking about, like, unless you're referring to, like, traps and femboys, then Like, there is a couple narrative traps, but only in the sense of, like, oh, hey, the game ended, but did it really? But to be fair, that makes it more fun. Like, imagine booting up your console after being like, damn, that was a really shitty ending, I'll get back to this later. And then being like, whoa! There's a whole other second half of the fucking game. Like, it's one of those things where I remember playing through Armored Core during the Armored Core marathon, and I loved the Armored Core series. So finding out that there was more and more and more to something I was loving was an exciting experience. There's some games where, like, I'm like 80 hours in and I'm like, I kind of want this to be fucking over already. So I try to, like, bum rush some of it. I haven't had that experience with Dragon Guard so far. But, that I thought would have been, like, cool as fuck. High school wasn't the only time someone asked you pretentious questions about questionable literature. Once I finish my secret dingus, I'll finish it to dish. I wasn't making a femboy. Oh. Had a cutie tangerine, a protein granola bar thing for the morning. And a side pickle. I made burgers with keto buns today. It had 1 gram of fiber. No, wait, no. It was 19 grams of fiber and like 18 grams of protein in the bun, and then there's the actual beef itself. These were some chunky-ass burgers. And there was only 1 carb that wasn't fiber. I'm bricked up like a fucking mason right now. It's great.
Check it out.
Well, dip my oar and call me Cecil. Looks like the fisher boy has become a fisherman. But do you think you can push me off of my spot? Come on, let's go. And I'm just using my left hand.
I think we've moved beyond fishing at this point.
Oh, wait, give me a sec. Also, I can only see so much of, like, chat at any one time. Like, I don't have access to all the doodads. How many fucking fishing quests does this asshole have for me?
I got something special for you this time.
How is that special?
Only ever caught one once myself. Bring me those fish.
A blue marlin.
Best of luck with the 2 blue marlin.
Yeah, thanks for telling me where they are, man. You fucking wanker.
I'm gonna give it my all this time.
Have you been holding back?
No, I always give it my all.
Shh. You're scaring them away.
Oh,
fuck. It's like a BK stacker. Well, that would imply I put... Oh, wait, no, that's her sandwich. And avoid eating the free food from work. God, it's so tempting when you work at a restaurant, or even when I was working at the gas station, to, like, just eat. It's free food. Like, I subsisted off nothing but roller grillers and donuts for, like, a year. I miss the iced coffee, that's for sure. Why? Why bucket? Why always bucket? I truly hate being alive.
You need...
Bivalve, gastropod.
If you...
Same. I can't use carp, unfortunately. I have to catch carp myself. Or do I?
Hi there.
Ah, there we are.
Come back if you...
The fishing in this... I thought this was going to be a one-off quest. This is a fucking 8-part quest, Tristan. I want to die.
There's not much...
This has been a life-ruining experience.
I'll try to...
Straight from Yoko Taro. Okay, so the Blue Marlin isn't here. If I was a Blue Marlin, where would I be? I got me a Marlin! Mason hates fishing! Fishing isn't the only thing like this. There's farming, too! We love farming! I just don't understand why its inclusion was deemed important at all. Why? Why was this a mission critical feature to add? I'm gonna say every game has fishing. Was fishing in the original? Was farming in the original? God, I love the nothing personnel kid move. I'm just allowed to do that. Wow, Kaine is going to fucking town on this guy. Seem pointless or nihilistic. I'm interested to see what kind of direction the story takes now, because originally I thought the game was trying to find a cure for the sister, but then the sister got kidnapped by some black guy, and now we got to go and find out and get into the black guy's castle. Okay, so on the third twist of the knife, that's when I get the insta-kill. One. AAA Studios shouldn't be allowed to hire interns. Don't you understand? Skyrim needed the fishing update. It was mandatory. I'm sure they were a deep reference to XYZ. Yeah, I'm mostly just going for the 100% completion. I sang songs as loud as I could, then that got kind of weird and scary, so I stopped. You do get a little bit of, looking into the madness, because when you spend a lot of time alone, you do some weird shit to entertain yourself.
Welcome.
Honestly, it's probably good for my sanity that I stream. Because I'd probably be a very questionably sane person otherwise. Do any of you dumb assholes have iron ore? Damn it. No, I'm very normal. I'll take your word for it. Skyrim update that broke all the hentai mods. So fucking cursed. Alrighty, so this is the next location I can think of to fish that would have a blue marlin. Let's try carp first. Oh, I see how it's gonna be. I got a pull on the first one. Yeah, I found out that, yeah, there it is. I'm gonna say there's some fish who like to get a little, creative. What the hell is that? A giant cat? What the fuck? Okay, that's new. Okay, so I'll keep trying to carp. Maybe it's a blue marlin or a giant catfish. That's a catfish. Yeah, I still remember they kept updating Skyrim for quite a while. Like, they included sizable updates for the game. Ah. Thanks, Yokotaro. Fuck you too. Okay, nothing here like carp, or nothing here like sardines. Let's try lure fishing. I got something. Oh, a black bass. Okay, let's try the worms. If I was a blue marlin, where would I be? It's definitely not a sandfish. Okay, let's try lugworms. Yep. Fast travel, baby. Works every time.
Everything in working order?
Yeah, Vice. I'm good.
Your health is diminished. Do be more careful next time.
But back to what I was saying. Yes, when you spend a lot of time isolated, you get kind of fucking weird. Because you have to find really interesting ways to entertain yourself. I particularly remember when I wasn't really talking to anybody, and I kept getting drunk every night and hopping into VR chat. Because I think this is back when I was unemployed. And I just spent, like, a shit ton of time by myself. Like, you get fucking weird. And the things you do to entertain yourself gradually get more and more unhinged. Alrighty. So, this is the next location I can think of that may have a blue marlin. That is not a marlin. I like how they put an exclamation point. Like, you gotta play it like I should be excited. Like I didn't just get shafted. Another black bass. Let's try another sardine. If it's crap, then sardines don't give us anything. An old branch, not just any branch. Okay, we got him. Let's try the lure. Exile truly awakens the inner creature in us. It does. Ah, you little pissant. Okay, I got something and it's big. This brings back the memories of Final Fantasy 15. Eventually, I'm going to marathon the Final Fantasy series, and I can't tell if I'm excited or dreading it. Okay, that's a royal fish. Okay, we're going to pretend that didn't happen. There's going to be a black bass. Okay, lugworm. Okay, you know, the game's telling me to go fuck myself here, so... Okay, so other locations, the Blue Marlin, the only place I can think of is the river in the Northern Plains, including FF14. FF14 we have to play because that is where the true ending for Nier Automata is. So I am obligated to play the entirety of the main story for Final Fantasy XIV. I want to die. I'm going to be going through a majority of the MSQ and stuff for Final Fantasy XIV in my own time. But if there's, like, really important story sections, like where shit's going wild, I'll stream it. Because I heard some pretty hype shit does happen. Okay, so there's a big tree here. It's never too soon to stop playing Final Fantasy XIV. Stop it. Get some help. Into the game it's supposed to go. You don't understand, it's meant to be deep, Jade. I played 1.0 and 2.0. God.
I don't think you can venture in here again.
Okay, only one way to travel in there then. Gotta take the back door. There has to be a back door somewhere. I lost all my online friends. Oh, I'm sorry. Wait, like they died, or you guys just stopped hanging out? If they died, I'm very sorry to hear that. I was gonna say, we haven't had any casualties amongst my friend group yet, but there's been, like, various alignments on, like, the type of games we like to play, so it's kind of hard to find something we could all sit down and do. Like, I got one guy who's super into fighting games, another guy who's really only into shooters, another guy who'll, like, play strategy games and whatever the fuck with me. But, yeah, it's hard to find something everyone likes, because everyone's got different tastes. Yeah, the whole WoW killer thing... I don't know, I feel like the age of MMOs... Like, MMOs are fun when you have a lot of free time, or you just kind of need stuff to do. Like, there's a reason I associate FF14 with, you know, downtime at work. Because you don't need, like, a full brain in order to play it in the moment. You just need, what was it? Oh, nice! I got some stronger upgrades. Okay, let's fuck these guys up then. You ain't going nowhere! Oh god, Blizzard has basically burnt any goodwill that they had remaining. And now they're a fucking joke. God, imagine burning through that much goodwill. They used to be well loved. I still remember when they fucked up Warcraft 3. when they tried remastering it, and it ended up just not even having like all the features that the original had. It's like, wow. They really dropped the ball. And people don't forget that sort of thing. Especially not for such a beloved series. Oh wow, he fucking gave me the slip.
Looks like this. I said I wouldn't look inside. Okay, that's all the cargo.
Alrighty. Let's see about catching that marlin. They could all become Genshin players. Either FF14 is fun, or I've been playing WoW for 20 years. Yeah, WoW... The time for WoW, I think, is, like, past. Like, they're not exactly drawing in new people. I think that's kind of the main thing that's going on right now. Is that, like, FF14 is drawing in new players. World of Warcraft is not drawing in new players. Like, FF14's doing better than it's ever done right now. Like, they're, like, fucking Yoshi P is rolling in it. Yeah, Blizzard just kept having fuck up after fuck up. There's all the internal company troubles. Like, there was not a single thing they could do right in the last, like, few years. Like, Overwatch 1 was great, and then Overwatch 2 is, Overwatch 2 is an interesting case study. Okay, fucking... So the sardine and the carp don't have anything. What about the lure? Oh, is this our boy? This might be it. Nipped twice and then fucked off. Nope. Garbage. Made a bad bet and accidentally won. Yeah, FF14 is a surprisingly decent time. I still wish I was able to get, like, a raid team together. But, I just don't have enough people. Because it's hard to get 8 people together consistently to run static shit. Okay, so earthworm's fine. What about lugworms? I mean, even... And there's so many different things you could do, surprisingly, that you could, like, get attached to with the game. Because what I ended up getting really into for Final Fantasy XIV is market board shenanigans. I'd say, like, I spend a majority of my time... Mason, you played with him before, actually. What? Tristan? Did we play FF14 together, Tristan? I know I played with, like, Mordred and a couple other guys. I'm trying to think. Oh. Wait, who did I play with then? But anyway. Fucking... Yeah, FF14, before I talk shit during your Valhalla stream. Yeah, I was trying to recall, I'm like... I don't... This, like your name's a recent name, I'm not just, like, faulty memory. Kagero Hagane... I'm thinking. Bees. I'm trying to remember. I mean, there's... Which one was that? Yeah, I don't remember whose character that was specifically, especially since everyone has so many alts. But, yeah, for FF14, I've actually found that I've been having a really great time of all of the things getting really, really autistic about trading on the market board. Like, I buy, craft, sell shit, and I just keep doing that ad nauseum. I arbitrate, I'll go to, like, other servers. Ooh. I'll go to other servers specifically to try to find cheaper goods to make stuff to sell for more on my own server. It's pretty rad. Yeah, that might have been Yeeler or something. Was it? Because it was Brother Yeeler, Uncle Dongus, Ray, G, U, Koi, and then Mordred or Craft for the other two. For anyone who's been here. If you've been here during the multiplayer streams, then you probably know who those people are. If you haven't, then don't worry about it. Not to mention, the multiplayer stuff is probably going to slow down a lot because my work schedule has me working weekends. So I'm hoping we can squeeze in a couple raids. Oh, get back here. Yeah, there's some, like, relatively peaceful shades out and about now. That's odd. I'd say, because they're not aggressive. I'm going to say, doing market arbitrage is extremely cultured. Why, thank you. I appreciate... At least someone acknowledges it. His username is Bees. Yeah, sorry, it doesn't ring a bell, Jake. It's been a while since we've done the FF14 stuff. But, you know, it's a fun, low-stress way of, you know, enjoying market shenanigans, which is one of the reasons I, you know, have such a good time with it. Yeah, that one, shade they were talking about near the bridge didn't spawn. No wonder. I just didn't like the games enough. Yeah, that's fair. Now that you could do, like, world visits and shit, there's not really a need to always have, like, a bunch of alt characters. Which I think is nice. The only reason you need to do a world transfer, even, is to make sure that you're all in the same free company, but no one wanted to be in my free company. I was very disappointed. My FC name was just too cool. I'm not killing everything here just because I'm in the mood to beat shit up. Whenever I enter an area and it's been a while and they have new enemies, I need to do this to get words. For sealed verses. Because then we get stronger buffs. But yeah, there was fuck all here, that's great. The legendary oiled up lads. No one wanted to be an oiled-up lad. I had to pay people to make that free company. I gotta come back and bought some fancy house, but why? Yeah, that's kind of the issue I have with a lot of, like, MMO stuff. It just boils down on the same question of, why the fuck would I want to do that? It's like, I have to do a very specific split in the way I handle my free time, because I'm like, you know, we have stuff to stream, we have the multiplayer stuff, I have to work full-time, so I have to, like, pick and choose what kind of media I want to engage with specifically, and what parts of that media I want to engage with. Like, there's a reason why I'm not super gung-ho about just jumping into a Final Fantasy marathon, because if I started that Final Fantasy marathon, I would be doing that for the next year. I mean, shit, you all remember the Metal Gear marathon. We were there for like a solid 7-8 months. Or, well, maybe closer to like 4 or 5. But either way, like, it took a long time.
Man, there's gotta be tons of machinery here.
Yeah, but I don't know how much we can actually use.
Oh, wow. Check this out. It looks brand new.
Hey, be careful, all right? This place is dangerous.
I'll be fine.
Oh, no.
Huh?
Look out!
Huh? 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 Jacob? Oh God, this can't be happening. Jacob! Jacob! No!
God damn, big bro just got squished into small bro.
The junk heap. Perhaps we should speak to the brothers. They might know something about this.
Oh, shit, yeah, because... Remember, it's been 5 years. That's enough time for tragedy to strike. Sometimes it only happens in 30 seconds.
Oh, hey there. It's been a while.
You're the little one, aren't you? You've grown up.
How fares your brother?
My brother's been dead for 4 years.
Oh, I see. Please forgive the question.
It's okay.
I need to ask you something.
What is it?
You heard any rumors about shades around here? Not the little ones. I'm looking for one that's unusually big and powerful.
No, I haven't heard about anything like that. But I haven't really been listening. All I want is to destroy robots. Just rip them up.
Okay. Never mind then. See you later.
Wait!
Yes?
I recently got my hands on a weapon. A very powerful weapon. I thought you might get some use out of it.
This sword has seen better days.
Yeah, it's pretty beat up. I mean, there's potential, but it's fairly powerless right now.
Can you repair it?
I can repair anything with the proper materials.
If you'll fix it, I'll get the parts.
I'm so glad I decided not to throw this out. I'm gonna need some memory alloy. Only the real big enemies on the second basement level have them, so watch yourself. Also, here's the passcode to get down there. Use it on the elevator.
He sounds a little off.
You got it.
I'm gonna... Only the real big enemy...
You got it.
By the way, what can I help you with?
What does he sell? Iron ore, yes, thank you. While I'm at it, I could probably sell a couple pieces of shit. Namely... the rusted clump. There's nothing much else here that I have that I could just sell for moolah. Oh yeah, it's kiming time. Yeah, that poor boy's traumatized. Let's see. This is the sword! Fucking This is the sword from Drakengard, the really, really big one. In Drakengard 2, I believe as well, it starts off broken, but if you fully upgrade it, it gets big. Almost as big as the version from the first game. This sword, if I've upgraded, it's going to turn into a fucking brick shithouse. Yeah, this is it. I recognize the hilt. I'm gonna say, okay, so it just goes by a different name. Also, well, we love doing the dance of don't be in the bad on FF14. It's great. It took you almost a month to beat one game because you tried to 100% all of them. Yeah, well, I wanted to extreme mode all the fucking Metal Gear games because that's when I feel like the mechanics are at their finest. The best way to test a game's mechanics is to push it to the limit and see if it still holds up. I tried a lot of other NPCs for Vice or the other two. Yeah, I like Vice. I think he's great. What was it? The synergy between him and the boy is just fantastic. But, what was it? What if he's a robot? He's not a fucking robot. This isn't Automata, where everyone's secretly a robot. But, I'm actually going to take a moment. We're going to take a 15-minute break here, mostly because I really need to piss. And I'm going to go get some fresh air. In pretty much every Souls game. Yeah, I enjoy the callbacks. Mostly because filling in the weapon stories I find to be actually very fun. But, man, I'm going to bring my coffee pot downstairs. 15-minute break, folks. I'll be back in a flash. Ladies and gentlemen, your hero is back. With more of that stellar content I know you love. Alrighty, so I'm going to make it a point to upgrade the iron will, because I want that thing firing on all pistons. Imagine playing a Souls game. Yeah, I did have my eye on a title that came out in the last year or two called Loon Acid, and apparently it plays like Kingsfield. And as someone who's played the original Kingsfields and Shadow Tower, I still gotta play Shadow Tower Abyss, but it is on the list. I can't guarantee when we will get to it, though.
It's a shame about the older lad. He was but a child.
Sounds like you went into a dangerous area for the sake of the business.
So you're going to fetch parts to fix a lighthouse?
Yeah. There was this old lady that helped me once. And I'm fixing the lighthouse where she used to live.
Exactly who did the helping is a matter of debate. But regardless.
Wow! A lighthouse keeper. That sounds kind of romantic.
Indeed. She was nothing if not a hopeless romantic.
Yeah. I guess she was.
I saw Loon Acid. It really does play like Kingsfield. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Maybe never want to play platformers ever again. I just don't have that kind of time, man. For Souls games, or Souls games and platformers? That's an interesting comparison I haven't heard before. Also, I'm assuming you work full-time based on that statement as well, Tristan. And to say, I know a lot of the people that swing by this channel come in all shapes, sizes, and ages, so I never try to assume. Ah, you little spuck-ass. Ain't you got places to be, man? There we go. God, I fucking love the OST for this game so much. I'm gonna say, it's not like some balls-to-the-walls soundtrack like Ultra Kill. It's all just beautiful, even when the situation is not. Like, I'd be going through, Hell Hath No, and it'd be playing some, the most majestic shit I've ever heard. And now that I don't have to listen to the schizophrenia that is Drakengard's OST, I could just sit here and appreciate it. Hey, we got titanium alloy. About time. I think that's what happened with... I'm trying to understand the entire franchise on, the deepest level I can. Which is one of the reasons why I'm interacting with a lot of the external media. Like the short stories and all that stuff. And they're all well formulated. Surprisingly so. I know I talked about it earlier, but... I'm gonna say, because I really like the theming that the series seems to have, pulsing through it. High Why is Ultra Kill associated with being a femboy? I've seen multiple references to that. I understand some people bitch or say, oh, video games aren't art, but, I think Yoko Taro did a pretty damn good job of getting close to it. And his head isn't as up his own ass as the guy who made Yick. Who regularly bitches about how people don't like his game. Because he's like, oh, people don't like my game, they just don't understand. Games can be art, but it has to be construed in a manner which benefits it as a game. Because there's things that you have to keep in mind. Because I haven't even played Yick, but based on what I've heard of it, it's not a very good title. That and the main character is just one of the most fucking horrifically unlikable people in history. Like, you don't even want to root for the guy. And I know Drakengard was a bit of the same, but, like, Ikaim had an excuse for being... Like, he wasn't an asshole, he was just genocidal. Yeah, not all art is good, I think, is the confusion that director was having. Where he was like, oh my god, games can't be art, look at how people are insulting me. Be like, dude, I don't need to be a food critic to know that my food tastes like shit. It's kind of like when you're looking at bad art. Like, I don't need to be an artist to know that this is trash. Was it that one mission where you're essentially playing a dating... Oh, yeah, that. God, that was a fucking meme. But so far, like, and I don't specify any specific game. I specify the series as a whole, but Drakengard's probably, like, the closest I've seen to, like, a really, really well-conveyed games or art sense. In terms of that, it has to be viewed as, like, one whole piece. Because the OST, theming, everything serves a purpose. And to have this much consistency in that purpose, I think, is absolutely incredible. Because I think a lot of issues people have is they want to get, like, a message across, but they're too heavy-handed in the way that message is conveyed. Everything in the Drakengard and Nier series kind of flows in a way that both makes sense and you can understand. And there's a deeper level if you want to look into with all the surrounding media. If you want to go even further. Yeah, like, Yoko Taro isn't just like a troll who lives under a bridge. As much as people would like to believe it sometimes. Fucking... I keep getting back to this and mentioning it, but it mostly comes down to the way the consistency of it is handled. Because at no point do I feel like the message is muddled. Okay, we gotta go back. To B2. Like, Drakengard 1 was extremely consistent with the themes it was going with. Drakengard 2 sucked balls, we don't talk about that. Drakengard 3... was one hell of an interesting game. And to say Drakengard 1's themes...
The elder brother postponed his joy for the sake of his sibling. Do you think he was ever truly happy?
Just making his little brother happy would have been enough. That's what being an older brother is like.
And to say Drakengard 3, a lot of its message was actually portrayed in the media around it and throughout the DLC where you find out more about the characters. Because you don't even know the reasons why Zero is the way that she is. In terms of, like, she's kind of just an absolute dick. But she's, like, unapologetically, like, yeah, I don't give a fuck about any of these people. And she has no shame in it. But upon, like, reading some of the surrounding media, like, she was, like, some kid who was, like, abused constantly and then had to live as a thief, got sold to a brothel, got betrayed once on the escape, got beaten, got sold back to the brothel again, and then essentially, in order to, like, make ends meet, escaped. And she didn't, like, murder people for the sake of murdering them. She just killed because she needed food. Because that was the world they lived in. Because the world for Drakengard is very bleak. And the only good thing I think she ever wanted to do was to prevent ending and, like, damning the world itself. Because she, like, wanted to genuinely fucking die. Like, that wasn't just because of the state of affairs. Like, she wanted to kick the bucket. Oh, shit. I can fix her. Personally, I hate that... Yeah, that was one of the issues I had with the first Destiny, Tristan, where all, like, the lore and interesting story stuff was out of the game. Drakengard 3's message is conveyed well enough on its own. But, what was it? Drakengard 3's message is kind of conveyed on its own as a game. But like I said, you could go deeper with the surrounding media if you want to. So you don't have to. You can still get all the points that you need from the game itself. It's not like it's... You know, like, the game doesn't suffer if you don't have the context. Though it does greatly enhance it, I will say. I'd say there's a certain point where it gets, like, a bit, like, gratuitous. But I think because of the nuance for a lot of the situations and just how much history the games span over the course of 100 years in that world, like, there's a lot that happens in those 100 years of, like, connective tissue between Drakengard 3 and Drakengard 1. Because so far the story goes from Drakengard 3, ending A, to Drakengard 1, ending E, which then goes into Nier. I still don't know how it goes into Nier, but I will find out. I'm hoping by playing Nier, as you can see. Just like Kaine and her foot. Why is everyone so fascinated with this? God, we talked about it last time, too. Y'all just can't help yourselves. Oh, shit. Oh, that was fucking... That was evil right there. I see how it is. I don't remember the last third of the game very well since I only did ending A. If you did ending A, then the connective tissue between ending A, because it doesn't go ending E with all the wild shit leading back into, was it? Because it's not, you know, ending E's super amazing ending, because ending E was the happy ending. That was the best case scenario. But ending A was the ending that led into Drakengard. 1, at least, from 3. Let's say ending A in Drakengard 3 was where Zero thought she accomplished her mission. All the Intoners were dead, but there was one issue in that all the disciples were not dead. Because she kills one, and then one's disciple, or like twin brother, that she created comes out of thin air, kills Zero, and upon Zero's death, because, like, the flower, which is, like, the main antagonist of the game, is, like, a world-ending entity, that power still exists within Brother 1. And since he's still alive, Zero technically failed her mission. And there is, like, a book to read where they go into detail on what exactly happens. But I'll just explain while we're here. What ends up happening is Brother 1 goes on this quest. He creates the Cult of the Watchers, which is essential to Drakengard 1's main story. And as he travels around with that leftover power from the flower, he doesn't realize it, but he's spreading the red eye disease that causes everyone to go batshit insane. He keeps slaughtering all the people who have the red eye disease, not realizing that he is the cause of it. And he does that for 100 years. I'm gonna say all this is orchestrated by, like, some black dragon, the same one that killed Kaim's parents, but that's a story for another time. I don't want to get into it right now, because that's a level of shit in of itself. But, I'm gonna say I'll talk about it if people want me to, but it's hard to explain. But the connective tissue is for 100 years, he doesn't realize that he's basically causing this pandemic, because he makes it his goal to slaughter everyone with those red eyes, even though he's the one causing it. And the reason Drakengard 1 doesn't end, or doesn't just not happen, is because his traveling companion basically wants a world where he could slaughter endlessly. It's this dude named Nero. Oh, here it is. Robot Man. Chonker is down. Okay, I know I shouldn't laugh, but that is funny. Here's the bomb I need. What ends up happening is Nero, his traveling elf companion, because elves aren't affected by the red eye disease, wants the world to be in as much murderous chaos as possible. So he wants to encourage this. When Zero explains to Nero, because Zero finds out. I mean, not Zero, shit. Sorry, when Brother One finds out that he's the cause through a series of events, he begs Nero to kill him. Nero lies and says he will kill him, and the only way to kill a disciple or an intoner when they're affected by the flower's power... There we go. The only way to ensure that they stay dead is by killing them with something from a dragon. Be it like a dragon sword, which is what like Zero's blade consisted of. That's why it's called the Dragon Fang, or whatever. But Zero, what is it? Nero lies and kills Brother One with a normal sword and cuts off his head. And Brother One can't die because it's not a dragon weapon. So what he does is he basically casts a spell on the head that's still alive and carries it with him for the next decade throughout Drakengard 1, spreading the red eye disease so he still has more people to kill and more people in chaos. And Brother One is alive during all of this. Like, he's just there as a disembodied, decapitated head attached to Nero's hip, aware that he's spreading the red eye disease, which he hates, and he's just, like, doomed to this existence until the world ends. That is what happens to Brother One. After 100 years of, like, suffering and murder, he not only finds out that he's failed, he gets betrayed, and also basically tricked into living forever as an entity that does nothing but cause chaos. That is what happens to Brother One. And that is the world that leads into Drakengard 1. It has to be like one of the most bleak and abysmal existences you could possibly live through. Like and it's a well put together story. Like it's fucked beyond belief. The whole game is. It's just anime, isn't it? But that is the series of events and connective tissue that leads Drakengard 3 over to Drakengard 1 and why the red eye disease is so prevalent. Like, the reason those people sound like robots is because they've basically gone mad and they're under the influence of the flower's power. Because the flower is the antagonist. It's like the world-ending entity connected to the gods that are essentially trying to end the world because they hate humanity. You saved me hours of reading, or God forbid playing. And it does touch upon the incestuous relationship between Kaim and Furii as well. Well, her wish for an incestuous relationship itself. I'm gonna say, it doesn't go into, like, vast amounts of detail on it. It mostly is just like, yeah, Furii is really horny for Kaim. Like, incredibly horny for Kaim. Fucking bitch. Just... Thank you for skipping over that. Yeah, no problem. Well, I didn't mean to, like, tell it in such, like, a hashed fashion. I'll just say, well, I'll touch upon, like, more stuff as we just go throughout shit. I'm gonna say, in Drakengard 1's ending E, the god of basically, like, time and... What the fuck? The hell is this? Oh, shit. I'm all about making friends. Let's fuck. Okay, that'll give me some more titanium alloy. And Emil's here, so he'll heal me periodically while we're doing this. I'm gonna say there's another entity, and they have stated specifically that, like, Legna is the Black Dragon from Drakengard 2, but they're very different entities because it was a totally different director who handled Drakengard 2. But the Black Dragon basically hates humanity and wants the world to end. He wants to kickstart the cycle that kind of resets everything. Which is why... You don't see him in-game periodically, but he's basically the one who's, like, prompting all these terrible events. Like, he makes sure that both factions, the Red Eye faction and the existing humans, have enough people and enough battle strength that they're always killing each other. And he's doing this all in the background. Like, he turns on each faction at a moment's notice the moment that, that faction gets even remotely close to succeeding. So he doesn't let it go either of which way. I'm gonna say that the Black Dragon is essentially like pure fucking evil. And the only thing that we know so far, or at least I've figured out, is just he wants shit to go terribly. Okay, let's see what else can I touch upon, I guess. I'm gonna say there is a chord, but apparently some of the weapon stories in Drakengard 3, because there is a couple references to a chord as well in some of the short stories, apparently she just makes shit up. That's canon. She just randomly makes shit up to attach to certain weapons for, like, a story. And to me, that is funny as shit. See, she hasn't made too many appearances in regards to Drakengard 1. I'm still going, because I'm going through, like, the chronological timeline of these stories, and I just got to, like, a decent chunk of Drakengard 1 stuff, because the shit surrounding Drakengard 3 is, like, fucking dense. Like, there's a lot of it. Like, I was reading through it for, like, a solid week. And that's not even including Drakengard 1.3, which is like an alternate telling of events that don't lead into this. But somehow Drakengard 1.3 leads to an even more bleak and horrific ending than base Drakengard. Yeah, we're getting a shit ton of materials from this. I'm hoping I'll be able to fully upgrade Sunrise and the Big Dick Sword. Does anyone have any questions after that lore dump? Because now would be the time. Okay, like, I could clearly see the bomb, but... Le bombe. Okay, I can't make that. Okay, because there's this little dead end that we've gone through. I might be able to make that. I'm gonna say, in certain endings, too, because Accord does occasionally, like, chime in during these books. But she does occasionally mention that Inuart actually is a singularity. A singularity is a character or power that basically determines whether or not something has an influence on whether or not events change. And is basically what causes all the, you know, branching timelines. Oh boy. So Inuart's actually a singularity in of himself, causing multiple changes, much in the same way Kaim is. And I say Zero is the main singularity in Drakengard 3, but there are several singularities in Drakengard 1. Got it. I once thought about playing Kingdom Hearts and closed it after 5 minutes. Yeah, I've been debating if I want to play Kingdom Hearts, but I don't know. It's just, you know, like, I'm older now, and I don't feel like I really want to get really into Kingdom Hearts. Like, I am curious about it, but don't. Unless you love Disney. I do not love Disney. Ow. Fucker. I wasn't able to get the attack off. Sure are a lot of you assholes. And I've gotten more than enough titanium alloy from this, I think. Bunch of canon lore and too many sources, some of which are obscure as fuck. Okay, because Drakengard's lore is kind of grounded, and I say that with like an extreme. It's grounded in a way that makes sense. It doesn't have like ass pull moments. Because I'm sure you've all had it where you're like reading a story or playing through a game and they have like some Deus Ex Machina moment where by technical fiat, some shit basically saves the day. Like, people showing up when they shouldn't, or at, like, really convenient times. If there's one thing that Nier and Drakengard don't like, it is convenient saves. Like, if somebody's not close to that location, they're probably not going to show up and save the day, and the people who are in that situation are probably going to fucking die. And a lot of those stories, that has been the exact case of what happens. Like, they do not survive. There are several cases where, you know, you have like two of the characters in a hut. This is during Drakengard 1.3, by the way. What was it? Leonard and Atriosh, the pedophile and the baby eater, are basically hanging out in the same central area, and refugees during the war that's occurring comes across his camp in this timeline. And there's no Kaim to save the day or anything like that, and they all fucking die. No one shows up to help. Like, they don't get a pass. It's not like, oh, you know, and then, you know, Solid Snake was hiding in the bushes and came to the rescue. Like, no. There was no one there. They and everyone in that camp were murdered. I'm just sitting there like, damn. Sucks to suck. No, I'm not a Disney guy. If Materia plus Donald Duck, that is enough of a turnoff for me, thank you. Okay, down we go. Oh, so it all leads back to here. Then I can't imagine the soundtrack for Kingdom Hearts being nearly this good. I'm gonna say, I'm still reading through the side stories as well for Drakengard 1, so I'll still have, like, more to talk about, but I think it's interesting seeing what direction a lot of the characters took for Drakengard 3. Because they did genuinely want to help people. Like, those Intoner girls, before the flower's power would essentially make them go mad and cause the end of the world, like, they really wanted to help people, and they actually changed the world for the better, because the original people in charge before the Intoners killed the original lords were fucking horrific people. Like, one of the storylines in Urahime 5, where they're doing, like, the magical girl thing, and, they're still young, and haven't fully killed all the lords yet, basically takes in young children from the surrounding villages, skins them, and then uses them to make furniture. That is the first person they kill. So, like, they wanted to do good.
That's some pretty impressive stuff you found. I'll start upgrading your weapon right away. And since you did me a favor, I won't even charge you for it. Well, actually, this is gonna take a little more time than I thought. No sense in you waiting around.
That would be great.
No sense in you waiting. By the way, what can I help you with?
Forging. Scorpion Claw. Sword becomes as blunt as wood. Okay, let's do the main ones first. The Sunrise, I need large gears, so we can't upgrade that just yet. And I think the big iron is currently held by someone else. I don't have enough titanium alloy. Are you shitting me? Wow. I mean, like, I could upgrade some of these, but... Large gear. Is there still more to this place? Did I miss something? Because I'd really like this thing to get, like, top tier, but I can't.
Come.
Well, shit. Yeah, you really need to grind some of this crap out if you really want to get it done. Master of the Southern Plains. We did kill it. I still gotta find Blue Marlins. Acquired. I do need some more memory alloy. I have everything I need for that. I could buy the crystal that I need for that dude. And I still gotta go to the Lost Shrine.
No, that would be... But what can I help you with?
Big iron. The broken sword that he gave me, when we fix that by strengthening it, it turns into a fuck huge greatsword. Like, it is going to be absolutely massive. I assume we have a shit ton of dented metal boards. Oh, do we not? Oh, they're actually dropping stuff I could use now. I'll take your word for it. This is where you just grind shit out on and off. Got bored of Robot Dungeon even at just the first playthrough.
Come back soon.
Yeah, we're not gonna do it all right now.
It appears we have some free time on our hands.
Maybe Populus found some information about the Shadow Lord.
Very well.
Okay, back to the village. As I say, if I have to run this, I might do it like maybe once during a session, but I'm not going to do it back to back because it's not fun to watch and I don't enjoy it either. Because those robots are complete mooks. This game is incredibly easy. It is painfully easy. Like, if the story wasn't so good, I'd be... Like, I don't play games to have a hard time, so, like, I don't really have anything to bitch about. So I suppose I'm not going to. But it is an easy game. It's not a main thing, but I'm pretty sure it's required. Yeah. I'll need to go there if I want it, because I want to fully upgrade the spear and fully upgrade the big sword. And I'm not going to fully upgrade all the weapons, because that sounds like a massive pain in my ass. It's, just for context, I did get all the weapons in Drakengard 3 in 1, and that was just... God, was that miserable. I had a very bad time doing that. And that was at 5 times speed. I can't speed this up. We are no longer emulating. I'm playing this on Steam. There's still more silly stuff. Oh, I'm sure. I have to help that one guy find a gift for his wife. Let's see if that big shade's hanging out. Based on what I know so far, we're at 60% quest completion, and I have like 10 side quests on me. So we still have like 30 or so side quests to do. This game is a lot. And I don't hate it. Like, I'm fine with it. 3525. Yeah, that guy's worth 300 XP. Jeez. And I can just, like, mash my way through these moves here. Yeah, there's a big shade somewhere around here. I don't know where, though. I'm gonna say, target the armored ones. The area of effect on the sword is more than enough to hit the rest of the mooks here who are unarmored. I do have to go to the Forest of Myth for a quick second. Oh, he's a spellcaster of sorts. Is he attacking the shade or the boar? Okay, no, this is like a random... Yeah, those are some weird shades. Yeah, I'm not doing all the achievements, I'm just doing the story stuff. Don't get me wrong, I like the game. I do not want to sit here and get, like... I assume it's upgrading all the weapons would be an achievement, which...
The home of that blasted dream.
Yeah.
Truly a nightmare I hope never to experience again.
I hear you.
Well, at least everyone's awake now.
Everything seems normal here.
We appear to have hit a dead end. Say, what is that on the ground?
Just some funny-looking berries.
Ah, poisonous ones, I'd wager.
Well, I'm sure not gonna eat them and find out.
Ah. Well, that simplifies things. Guess we know why the kids got sick. Don't eat random berries off the ground.
Oh, hello. How are things? Well, I have been feeling a rather strange presence whenever I visit the Divine Tree.
The Divine Tree?
It's a legendary tree that exists in the heart of our village.
Did you investigate the cause of this presence?
Not really, no.
And why not?
Well, we're not really supposed to go near the tree, except for prayer.
And why is that?
I don't know.
Weird.
Okay, that's part of the main quest. I was gonna go talk to Popola.
You guys solved the mystery yet?
No, we got nothing.
Too bad. Hey, what's with those berries?
What, these? We picked them up over by that huge tree. I thought maybe...
Gimme. I'm starving.
Well, that's one way to test if they're poisonous.
Are you mad? Those berries are clearly poisonous. Even one such as you can't hope to...
Damn, these are delicious. Give me more.
Well, in that case, I suppose I should try one.
Nah, bro, I'm just tired. Fucking dies.
Ugh, I think Vice was right about those berries. Feels like somebody stabbed me in the gut.
Hey, what's wrong? Oh no, don't tell me you ate one of those berries. For the love of trees, those things are deadly. Quick, take this antidote before you perish.
Thought I was a goner there.
Are you an idiot? Didn't you see the lumps? The unusual colors? Only a child would attempt to eat something like that.
A child? Oh crap, I bet that kid ate one of these berries.
Yes, quite possibly. And if the poison is this painful for you, I can only imagine what it would do to a small child.
Hey, Kaine, did you take the antidote?
Don't need it. God, those berries were amazing.
The truly amazing thing is that your stomach is fouler than your taste in clothing.
If you had genitals, I would so chop them off right now.
Yeah, those berries are Yona approved.
Ugh, this poison sucks. Still can't feel my arms and legs.
I feel great.
Man, you must have a cast iron stomach, Kaine.
The hussy's internal organs are as filthy as her mouth.
Why do you have to be such a shithead all the time, Book?
I'm not planning on 100%ing the achievements of the game, but doing all the side quests I think is fine. That doesn't bother me at all. Fucking nuisance. And because it's a different time of day, I gotta fuck up these books. Because they might have a stronger buff word. Because I'm assuming that big shade that they're talking about appears only at certain times of day. Also, 100%ing any Ryoga Gotoku game is one of the most horrific acts anyone can do. I've seen, like, people make YouTube videos where they attempt to do so just for the meme. Like, it's good content, but it's basically them saying how much suffering went into that video in question. Like, this is one of the most horrific things I've ever had to do. I wouldn't wish this upon my worst enemy. Please don't try this at home. God, I'm so looking forward to when this keto diet is over, because fucking... My roommate's grandmother lives with us, and her cooking is phenomenal. And she's cooking in the kitchen right now, and I could smell it, and all I could just... I miss dumplings the most, I think. I guess that shade's out here. That guy loves to try and 100%. Is he a glutton for punishment? I mean, like, to each their own, but why? I was saying, now that we're back in full swing, like, aside from the fact that I hurt my shoulder, you know, we are feeling and looking better again, which is nice. Then I got really addicted to, like, these protein shakes I started drinking. They're really quite nice. God, the first thing I'm going to do is, at the end of the year when I'm finally off this diet, is I'm thinking meat buns, dumplings, spaghetti, a trip to Olive Garden, all that good shit. That's all happening. God, and soup. I miss soup so bad. It is damn near impossible to, like, get a soup without carbs. Well, I think as long as... I'm not going to be eating, like, chips and stuff. I think we're just going to go with, like, an actually balanced diet, you know.
I need one memory.
Yeah, we're gonna... That's gonna be a work in progress. We want to talk to Popo. You're gonna feel like shit again. As long as I take proper care of myself instead of just, like, we're gonna take a break and eat nothing but chips and dip, we should be fine.
Ma'am, I think your child ate a poison berry.
Oh, thank you. I'll have him take it right away.
Glad to hear it.
And perhaps remind him not to eat foodstuffs he finds on the ground.
You saved his life. Come again.
Yeah, don't eat too much hummus and chips. Yeah. Eat everything you find on the ground. This is where somebody's like, but remember, we used to... This is how we lived in nature and how we must continue to live. Like, no, I'm okay with not eating shit off the floor. I also like now that... Well, I don't like it, but I think it's interesting, because when Yona's not here, Dingus basically never goes home. Because he has no reason to. It's negative calories. You're right. The energy you burn vomiting could help lead to weight loss. We call that anorexia, though, so don't do it. No, it's just... What was it? I've never been on a cut, so my body has basically been like 30-40% body fat for my whole life. So the, we have to go on like an extended cut to make up for all the time that we have not been on a cut. Then, you know, I gotta stay on top of working out and the like. I almost have abs now. I could see them coming through, just barely. The problem is, getting rid of the love handles takes so much fucking work.
Don't push yourself.
Oh, did we not have to talk to Popolo? Oh, maybe because I went to the forest. God damn it. Alrighty, let's go to Seafront. I gotta drop some of this shit off. So I have a couple mooks I gotta talk to. That and the, desert. I love busy work. Don't you? No, but like an actually like balanced diet of like veggies and shit is on the menu instead of hummus and chips exclusively.
I must say, I'm rather surprised you didn't bother to learn how to swim these past 5 years.
I can swim. My weapon is just heavy.
Whatever you say, lad.
What happened to the ferryman? Fuck. Okay, so the game puts an invisible wall there if you come in through that side.
Hey, Vice?
Yes, lad?
Is there a way to swim using magic, or...?
No.
Figures.
Yeah, I'm thinking dumplings, meat buns, Because since I'm actually like...
It seems the ferryman has abandoned his post.
Guess that means we're walking.
Damn it. The try to swim challenge. Impossible. What was I saying? Oh, yeah. Flippin'. Yeah, like actually decent meals. Meat buns. Dumplings. Spaghetti. Fucking... all in, like, good faith stuff. Like, I'm gonna still keep it, like, highly focused on, like, protein, but it's not just gonna be me, like, sitting there eating chips and shit. That is not how you're supposed to do that, Private. Yeah, without dumbass, I can't go back to the shrine, so I have to do this quest regardless. Thanks, nature. Way to fuck me again. Yeah, well, basically, you hit a certain body fat percentage, and then on top of the lowered body fat percentage, you also have to, like... what was it? It's lowered body fat percentage and just enough, like, abdominal definition that it shows. It's like, yeah, your abs are showing, but you don't have, like, a six-pack unless it, like, pops out. But yeah, the weapon upgrade grind is real, shit. And the thing is, I don't even feel like I need it, I just kind of want to for certain weapons. It's like I just said, don't eat anything you like ever. Yeah, well, there's a certain point, because right now we're still focused on, like, going negative for caloric intake. On top of, like, being in ketosis, which is why my diet is such a massive, heavy focus on protein. Where I'm just eating nothing but protein. And fat. I say, so it's like, a lot of protein shakes. Where are you, little bastard? It's protein shakes, ground beef, hot dogs, and, hot dogs are keto, baby. That and making sure the buns you use for your burgers aren't, like, carb buns. Because you do need carbs as, like, an energy source to, like, do exercise and shit. But a lot of the times you don't realize when you're consuming carbs, it's usually kind of gratuitous. Because you're mostly doing it for the flavor. I would say, because it is meant to be, like, intended as fuel for muscle. But it's more like muscle usage instead of muscle building. Yeah, but thanks to this diet, though, I basically lost, like, all the fat in my face and chest. Now I just gotta get rid of my love handles. I'm sick of being squishy. To the Strange Things store.
Here we go. Sure, I'll let her know.
Excellent.
Hey, can you fix damaged books? And what would those materials be?
The goat hides are easy, but machine oil? And eggplants. I could buy the eggplants, the machine oil I know how to get, and the goat hide stuff. Yeah, there's a reason I don't sell anything. You never know what you're going to need for some of these quests. But yeah, you don't realize how much fucking corn oil and, like, fructose, which is... it's not even, like... what is it? When I say fructose... Like, it's not actual sugar, it's just like super sweet, like corn syrup almost, is what's used instead. Just look up a walkthrough. I'm getting close to that. Oh, are you playing Nier right now? Fucking... Let me buy whatever this dude has for weaponry. I'm gonna say, as a side effect of keto, whether you intend to or not, you actually eat a lot cleaner because you don't realize how much shit is in, like, the food on the shelves. And then you look at the ingredients list, like, you think, oh, it's, like, just wheat noodles. Like, no, it's not just wheat noodles. They have a lot of garbage. A lot of garbage. In, like, the shit that you eat. It's also one of the reasons why there's, like, an ongoing obesity crisis and why so many people have stomach problems, because there's just a lot of garbage in the food that normally is made because it's cheaper to produce that way. Like, a lot of the food shit that we use here in the US is fucking banned in the UK, and for good reason.
I've got your things.
Stone. What manner of ceremony is this mask for?
That's a pretty specialized mask.
We are cooking. Nice. Yeah, the eggplants I'll have to buy, but the goat hide and the machine oil I can get easily. But I'm trying my best to, like, get all this shit set aside so that way we can just kind of go for it. The pink moonflower seeds, I don't know how to get because I only have red, blue, and green. Let me look at all my farming tutorials. Yeah, the game really doesn't give you that many tips on farming. Yeah, it's cheap to make calories is what it boils down to. Uncompletable quests. Let me guess. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go back and talk to Dipshit if I want to do that one. I'm gonna say, especially in a lot of the frozen food, like the shit that they put in it, like preservatives, or like the bread that you buy. In the US here, the bread that you buy, it is not bread, it is a bread-like substance. And I think that's the part that fucks me up the most. I'm gonna say, because real bread, especially in Europe, like, it molds within, like, 2 or 3 days. But the bread we have here lasts for weeks. Because it's not bread. It is just bread-like. It's also why I don't trust, like, fucking anything anymore when it comes to food. Okay, I'm gonna need to go to Seafront then. Yeah, the ferryman randomly went MIA. And that guy did say he'd send me a letter when it was time for us to do the thing. Because I really want that big sword. You can always make it yourself. Well, it's mostly like a convenience thing.
The parts are on the way, but it's gonna take a little while. The guy said he'd bring them to you when they're ready.
That's great. I found someone to do the repair work, so we should be in business. Here, I've got a little reward for all your hard work.
The village fountain is starting to break down.
I would speculate that the source of the problem lies in the fountain's pump.
That's my guess, too. I heard you had parts made for the water wheel.
Sure, why not?
Thanks for agreeing to get...
Okay, let me go to Seafront and see if I could, figure out what's going on with, dipshit. No, you're right. The issue isn't that, like, people don't know how to make these things, though now most people... God, our school system here in the U.S. is so fucked. Like, people don't know how to do taxes or, like, cook at all. Or, like, take care of the house or do, like, basic maintenance repairs. These are, like, everyday things that you should know. But they don't put any effort into teaching people because, fuck them. Yeah, it's so... Someone's not gonna teach you housekeeping. I know, but these are, like, basic life skills that should be taught. I'm gonna say, because originally it was due to the parents, but the parents have no idea what the fuck they're doing anymore half the time. Yeah, they absolutely should. I'm gonna say, I think a lot of parents kind of left, like, the parenting aspect up to the schools. And that's why so many people don't know how to do their taxes, cook their own food, replace a tire on their car. Like, these are essential skills for, like, day-to-day life that you should have. But people just don't know how to do them anymore. For cooking, it's a bit different, because for cooking, it's more of, like, a time investment thing. Because even I fucking hate cooking. Like, I'm aware I can make all this shit from scratch. I'm not going to, but I could. Being able to fry an egg. It's one of my favorite quests.
I killed the Shade in the Southern Plains.
Oh, thank you. I don't know what to do about all the postmen who quit.
But you should know how to. It could be important. Yeah. At the very least, the knowledge.
We've got your cargo.
Oh, excellent. Here is your payment. Also, I know the owner of the item shop in this town.
That's good news.
Oh, you know how it is. In my line of work, people tend to owe you favors. Also, oh.
Oh. I wonder what it was she was dealing in. Ah, this guy.
Hey, good to see you again.
I can't give up on my dream that easily.
Oh, yeah? Like what?
Well, for one, I'm working on my own herbal cure. It's a bit of a work in progress, though.
I see.
Hey, I don't suppose you'd mind getting an ingredient for me, would you? Can buy it from the Strange Things store in Facade.
Sure.
Great. The item I need is a mandrake leaf.
It's useful in life was the questions on the written portion of a driver's permit test. Yeah, a lot of the day-to-day stuff seems to have been gotten lost in the mix. Like, people don't even know... Yeah, people don't know how to do their taxes, cook, do, like, basic life tasks. And that should be the job of the parents, but... Like, with everyone's parents working full-time now, we also have the opposite issue of... Well, it's not opposite, but people just don't have the time to sit down with their kid for hours. And, like, being a parent, you should make time. But still, it's a fucking pain in the ass. But you might need to make toast. Yeah. That's exactly what it is. This guy's the Vile Axe, which we're gonna buy. Yeah, where is that ferryman? Shit. Dude disappeared into thin air. Yeah, no, a lot of people don't know how to sew either. It's like hyper-specific job skills and math skills, and then they just kind of like fumble their way through shit. And like, I'm even guilty of that because, well, it's mostly because I don't like cooking, so what I do is just sort of find really, really simple foods that I enjoy, and then, you know, do that. You know, like, I like burgers. Ground beef, keto buns, air fryer. A little bit of cheese, mustard, you're good. It takes me all of like 5 minutes to like whip that shit into the air fryer and call it a day. Nice. One, two, three. Yeah. Well, it is funny. I do know people who do know how to make cosplay, actually. Because, just a heads up for those of you who didn't know, remember, in November, I'm not going to be here for, I think it's a week that I'm taking off. Because I am going to be in Wisconsin at an anime convention. I'm still trying, I'm going as, like, generic security. Was it the first outfit security? The second outfit is I think I was going to cosplay as Auto Apocalypse from Hawkeye Impact. I still have the outfit and the wig. And say it was a size too small, but that was like a year and a half ago when I bought it. So now it should be fine.
Oh, you. Yeah.
Jeez, anime. Yeah, where the fuck is this dude? I'm gonna fail the quest because I took too long or something. Yeah, I am looking forward to the convention. It's been a while. Anime, I forgot the name of the game, but there's a Warframe clone though. It's just Anime Waifu. I have a friend who moved to Wisconsin. He's into conventions too. I don't know what cheese anime means, so I'm not sure what you meant. But a Warframe clone with Anime Waifu. I am curious, because I do like all, like, the build autism that goes into it. I know we're looking forward to the first Descendant. I'm not going to stream much Tekken, but when Lydia for Tekken 8 drops, I am going to be doing that to kind of get into the swing of things again, because I think I've had my fun with Reina, and I just miss playing as Lydia from Tekken 7. Cheese just being... Oh, yeah, fucking... Oh, yeah, Wisconsin is known for its cheese, isn't it? I'm gonna say this is gonna take place around like the Dells. So for those of you who know who I am, if you're going there, you might see me. But I already got like the hotel room and everything paid for with a bunch of other people. Oh, I like how he does a little backflip if you're not moving forward. It's been a while since I've left the state, jeez. It's been like 3 years. I don't even leave my house. Like, I leave my house maybe once a month. Fuck. I need to get a life. Big money. Big prizes. I've seen many people talk about Tekken 8. Tekken 8 is fun, but they kind of leaned a bit too much into the aggression factor for Tekken 8, and coming from someone who loved Tekken 7, I did not enjoy just how fucking, like, hard they wanted you to go. Okay. To the Forest of Myth. Well, actually, you know what? I think we just stop here. I got a couple phone calls I gotta make, and I still gotta squeeze in a workout before I knock out. I'm already tired as is. I'm gonna have to be careful because I fucked up my shoulder, but... we do have more Nier coming up tomorrow night, but I do think I'm gonna call it a night right now. Flippin', I'm still going through the third-party stuff so I could talk at 2 a.m. phone calls. Well, it's like 6 in the morning here. Duet Night Abyss. Give me 1 minute while I take a look. Because I did like the mechanics of Warframe. I'm not seeing it on Steam. Oh, is it like a gacha game or something? Take it easy, sir. Godspeed. But, yeah, I'm going to call it a night here. It's not out yet. Okay, that explains why it doesn't have an entry on Steam yet. Yeah, we'll call it here. Tomorrow night, I'll pick this up. We'll go to the Forest of Myth. We still got a shit ton of, like, side quests and stuff to do. But in the meantime, I'm going to go get started on that and try not to fuck up my shoulder even worse. But I still got to stay on schedule. So if I get a work schedule going, hopefully today, I'll be able to post that on Discord for y'all to see. And we'll figure out what the new time is. Thank you, Jade. I appreciate it. But you've been listening to Mason FM with the Midnight Hour. God bless you. God bless this stream. And God bless your hero. He's probably going to need it. I'll see you next time, boys and girls.